explain how a CSR policy impacts on the senior management team and business performance. Senior management team points are going to be from the new specification. Examples are going to be changed, so we have to read that. But the business performance is new for both of the specifications, so we are going to do that in detail as well. So CSR influence how the senior management operates, drives the business strategies, and address the needs of multiple stakeholders. Because it's a vast, literally topic, and under this, everyone has to get satisfied. The points are same as I told earlier, and let's read the example. If you want me to read, because these are the same thing.
Ma'am, it's better to read since it's from old specification. So it's perfect.
Example, for the improved sales and profits, led by a former CEO, basically again, the example is from the Paul Pullman, and his agenda under his tenure was sustainable living plan. Let's read it. Focused on improving the environmental impact and benefiting the society. Why he made this plan? Just to make environment a better place and the society too, so that it gets a benefit. The initiative resulted in products from its sustainable living plans growing faster than other product lines because he did a heavy promotions and branding. This was the reason his sales boosted up. And there were lots of lineup at the stock exchange too. For Unilever senior management, these efforts translated into higher sales and long-term profitability, validating their CSR driven strategy. So we did this example of Paul Pullman in the, I think, second point, that was alignment with the personal values and increased satisfaction, because he was a good person by his own means. But this is the reason why I've applied different examples in the same points, because this is what I'm expecting in the assignments as well. When I'll be checking your assignments, I need to see that how you can change the examples as well according to the point, because a person is not working in one context. A CEO or the brand itself, they are working in every aspect. So you can literally extract any point and explain it by your own words. Alignment with the personal values and increased satisfaction. Again, it is by a person in nature. Let's read the example. Howard Scootles, a former CEO of the Starbucks, actively championed the CSR policies related to fair trade. That is, no 0-100 policies. Everything is going to be equilibrized. Environmental sustainability and employee welfare. They were working for the sustainability with that for the beneficial societal employees too, because they are working day and night for them. These CSR initiatives resonated with his personal values, which strengthened his connection to the company's mission statement and increased job satisfaction. Because again, he was a good person. He was making the people life easier, that is the workers. With that, they were gaining the profits too, till now. Potential increase in the workload. For example, Walmart introduced sustainability programs to reduce its environmental footprint and improve labor conditions in its global supply chain. I think we did it Walmart at the last point, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, workload and pressure. And here, potential increase in workload. Only the words are different, but again, the example context is different. They came up with a program that was for the sustainability factor, and they were doing it to reduce the impact of environmental footprint in improving the labor condition in its global supply chain. That is, not in one chain, not in one lane, in every lane wherever the Walmart was present. So why they were doing this? While benefiting or beneficial in the long run, these initiatives increase the workload for the senior managers, requiring extra effort to track performance, coordinating with the suppliers, and ensuring the adherence to the CSR objectives. It's not easy to inculcate CSR in the daily activities and in your daily life as well when you're working in the firms in the organization. It takes patience, it takes time, energy, and at the same time, lots of big strategical decisions as well. Only then we can go with it. It's not like a joke to use CSR in your organization and then you just forget about it. You need to make yourself public. Conflicts of interest between stakeholders, example, faced scrutiny over the Nike labor practices in supply chain in early 2000 as it began improving the labor condition. Nike's management faced internal pressures, balancing the cost of CSR programs with the need to satisfy the shareholders. So what happened is when there was problem with the labor practices in their what do we call it, factory and the warehouses, what happened is their condition, the labor condition, the working conditions of them started getting deteriorated. So what they did was they were having a chaos inside the management as well. They came up with a program and satisfied them. Senior management had to navigate these conflicts carefully to ensure that both ethical concerns and profit motives were addressed. They knew that there was a problem arising and how beautifully they handled, they came up with the program and just solved everything in just a stance. So this comes under the role of senior managers as well. Then competitive edge, for example, Tesla has positioned Tesla has positioned itself as a leader in the electric vehicle EV industry with a clear focus on sustainability and reducing carbon emission. We already knew it. Tesla's CSR policy focusing on the creating environmentally friendly transportation options has given the company a distinct competitive advantage over traditional automakers that are slower to adopt green technologies. Like, I really don't know about the cars that much, but I don't think so. We do have any EVs in Toyota or Honda. I feel like I'm not sure about it. Boy, maybe in class knew about it, or any
Yes,
girls have
ma'am.
interest. Okay, so Tesla is the one, and this is the competitive edge. The Rosanna, you asked about that something new, something unique. This is what
Yes,
Tesla
ma'am.
is having. No other company
Mostly their
is
Tesla is like yeah, electronic. It's always known for that. Yeah.
yeah. So they are they are having competitive edge. People are trying to copy them, but they are not able to as beautifully they are doing. So the senior managers has become a cornerstone or a cornerstone of the company's strategy and the brand identity. That is being unique one and the special one. Now, the impacts of CSR on the business performance. This is for both. Implementing a CSR policy not only affects the senior management team, but also has tangible impacts on business performance. First of all, tangible, intangible means that you can touch, intangible means you can only feel. And here we can actually, see the consequences if the performance is not best in a business. First, improved sales and brand loyalty. Here, the only word changed with the loyalty. CSR policy often result in improved customer loyalty, leading to higher sales. Consumers are increasingly concerned about the ethical and environmental practices of the brands they support. A well-executed CSR program can strengthen the brand loyalty and attract new consumers. So when you are working with the program, with a new strategy in the organization, you need to see what your consumers are demanding from you people and will that act or anything which we are making up will hinder the sales or not. For example, the Body Shop, a cosmetic retailer, is widely known for its commitment to ethical sourcing and environmentally sustainability. Its strong CSR policy has helped it build a loyal consumer base and boost the sales, as consumers trust the brand to prioritize ethical practices as well. So, this is an organization example, the Body Shop, and they are actually utilizing this just to make and boost up with the sales and due to the loyalty of the consumers. Because once you get addicted with their hand wash and the scents, candles, I don't think so you won't like any other brand. Enhanced profitability, that is increasing it with the passage of time, that is long-term element. By investing in sustainable business practices, companies can reduce operational costs. Operational costs are the one which are on the daily basis. For example, energy saving, waste reduction, and build stronger relationship with the stakeholders, which ultimately contribute to the bottom line. Bottom line, why they highlighted this point? Because when you're going to have a good relationship with the board of directors, CEOs, senior MGs, and the frontline managers, then definitely the bottom line, the people at lower level, they are going to be designated at higher levels one day, and they feel motivated and happy too when they are getting a benefit. For example, Coca-Cola introduced a global water stewardship program aiming to use water more efficiently and replenish the water in the regions where it operates. While this initiative required initial investment, it ultimately helped reduce water usage cost and strengthen the relationships with the local communities, improving the long-term profitability. So what they did, they come up with the program just to make and have a good image among the people, and they like literally earn a lot of profit out of it just because of this program. They already were known about the soft drinks and the fizzy drinks, carbonated drinks, but they came up with this program too. Again, you won't find a challenge or a weakness of big brands. So when you're going to use in your assignments, keep it very clear, use a small, medium enterprise. Where you think you have to add the challenge. Then conflicts of interest between stakeholders, the point is again same, but it is from the context of business performance. In general, if you think, like literally, you feel like the board of directors are not happy, they're having different opinions with each other, whether the business is going to replenish further or not. Definitely, they are not going to boost up their sales because they're having a problem inside the business. For example, BP faced intense pressure from environmental groups after the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in 2010. While the company introduced initiatives to improve environmental practices, balancing these efforts with the shareholder expectations for the financial recovery was a challenge for senior management. BP had to make and manage up the conflicts of interest as it sought to restore the public trust while maintaining profitability. So they were able to make a problem in 2010 due to some reasons, and people started to bad fame them, bad mouth. And ultimately, with a long-term initiatives and taking so many challenges, they were able to restore their position again in the market. Then competitive advantage, again being unique, but with the help of the concern of consumers. What do they want from the producers? We are going to produce it, but with a very unique way, with something different. For example, IKEA's commitment to sustainability, including its usage of renewable materials and energy efficient products, has become a core part of its competitive strategy. Just because of these two, like literally stringent points, techniques, they're able to boost up in many of the people's minds. Like it's an amazing, literally an experience whenever we go to IKEA. But again, how they're grabbing the attention of the consumer, that's the point. This focus on CSR has differentiated IKEA from other furniture retailers, enhancing its market position and supporting the long-term business success. They are successful at the same time. They're grabbing the attention of the consumers too, and they're having profits as well. Just using right policy at right time and waiting for the long-term profits. Lastly, the conclusion, the implementation of a CSR policy has a significant implications for both the senior managers and overall business performance. We cannot have a significance or an importance to one stance. We have to keep it equilibrialized. For senior managers, CSR can lead to improved job satisfaction and alignment with the personal values. However, it also presents the challenges such as workload and the conflicts. We read it. In terms of business performance, CSR policy can result in improved sales, profits, and a competitive edge. Whenever you're going to have a good strategies and techniques to boost up with the performance of the business, then definitely we're going to have profits, a good image, a goodwill, and a uniqueness as well if your research and development department team is excellent. Though maintaining stakeholder expectation is crucial to maintain the long-term success, because maybe a few of the stakeholders they come up with a conflict or a problem, then definitely your profit margin is going to be harmed. Ultimately, CSR serves both strategic and ethical tool that, when well executed, can benefit the company's integral or internal management and external business outcomes. Because when
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you in the middle. You just mentioned here it's like profit margin is going to rise or like low or something. You just mentioned about it.
profit margin is going to rise,
Oh,
abnormal profit, the profit maximization ratio is going to rise when your inside of the organization is happy and you have implemented the right CSR policy.
oh, okay.
Yeah. If your inside is weak, the last point is basically this: when your inside is not perfectly working, there is conflict all the time, then there is no point that you can boost up with the sales, revenue, or a good strategy. You are going to collapse one day. That's it. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Now, in the next class, we will be doing 2.31 and 2M1 from both the specifications. One is impact on the external stakeholders, and the other is complete stakeholders. We will discuss needs and expectations in it.
Okay, ma'am.